Hey everyone friends, it's Igor Farmer with you again, and today I'm going to tell you how to get, attention, your first 100 subscribers. Not 1,000, not 10,000, just 100 subscribers. And do you know why? Because honestly, that's the hardest part. Because if you can get your first 100, then 1,000 subscribers with monetization turned on is really just around the corner. So the important thing here, the key is to do it as quickly as possible. Once again, not in a month, not in 2 months, not in half a year, but really, clearly, quickly, and to the point. Make it so your channel gets those subscribers. I've been on YouTube for a long time now. I have a channel that's grown to a full 2 million subscribers, which I show everyone in every video. As an example, as my main case study, there are 2 million subscribers here. So, over this time I developed a certain understanding of how the growth of a YouTube channel actually works. Starting from absolute zero, again using my own case studies, my students' experiences, and the new channels I'm launching right now as examples. That's the first thing. And secondly, based on the experience of running a channel up to 2 million, this is my biggest, most prominent channel, and it's the one I want to show you today. And of course, to break down the most important thing, how do you get your first subscribers? I'm Igor Farmer, producer and creator of a network of American YouTube channels. Let's get started. Right now, at this very moment, I'm testing out a new niche, a new direction. It's related to building houses in the forest. This is what's called bushcraft, meaning survival in the wild. Honestly, making this kind of content is actually pretty tough. Of course, it's labor intensive and so on. You need a team for all of this. That's why it's important for the channel to grow quickly, dynamically, and so on. And right now, I want to show you a clear example of how this channel is developing. Basically, how it's doing, whether it's getting at least some minimal views. And after that, we'll gradually move step by step from 0 subscribers all the way to the first 100. Right now, here are the stats for this YouTube channel. So, videos are being published every week. So far, only 7 people have subscribed out of 1,000 views. And what I want to say, which is also important, if you're interested in the story of this channel's journey, how it will develop further, whether we'll succeed or not, then you can subscribe and follow along closely, or you can choose not to subscribe. That's your choice. As you can see, we already have our first 9 subscribers on the channel, which isn't too bad. So, we just uploaded a couple of videos, and things are already starting to pick up. Here's an example of another YouTube channel that's currently fading away. We started working on it, but it stopped growing because the niche we chose became irrelevant. That's why we'll be changing the topic in the future, and I'll also show you what happens with this channel. If you're interested, I can tell you about it and show you everything clearly. So here's the thing, at this stage, as you can see, we had absolutely nothing. No subscribers, no videos being uploaded. What was happening at the moment when we were actually uploading videos? As you can see, we started around October and by December. So October, November, December. About 2 months later, we started getting our first subscribers. So people started subscribing to us. What am I trying to say? You need to keep the following in mind. If you want to get monetized, reach 100 subscribers, your first 1,000, and so on, you need to understand that you have to upload a certain critical number of videos before YouTube will notice your channel. What does it mean for YouTube to notice our channel? There are already a huge number of videos on YouTube, let's say, about BeamNG.drive. Yes. So this is a niche where different crashes are simulated, and so on. So you get what I'm talking about. It's basically just a game, right? A simulator. The thing is, if we type BeamNG.drive into the search, most likely we'll find the top coolest, most popular channels from recent times, right? So we won't see those channels here that were created relatively recently, like a week ago, or maybe a month ago. Most likely, those channels that are brand new, just starting to upload something, won't just be at the bottom of the search. They probably won't even show up in the search at all. What do you need to do so that people can find you through search, like I'm doing right now? And so that, one way or another, they watch your videos. First and foremost, you need good SEO. That means adding tags and keywords that are related to your channel. There's this really handy service, that helps you pick out different keywords. So let's take a look ourselves at how this actually works. We hit search, and basically, this service gives us all sorts of different word combinations that might work for us, or might not. Let's take a closer look at them. Which of these are actually relevant for us? Anything in Russian, obviously, isn't suitable for us. BeamNG.drive. BeamNG.drive. Yeah, if we write it as one word, that's really good. BeamNG.drive crashes. That is, accident. Mods in this game. Modifications. Virtual reality could work if we had that kind of content. Buddy moment. BeamNG.drive realistic crashes. Different parts of mods. Gameplay. Some new, up-to-date version of the game. Best mods. Car crashes. And also, some chaos mod. Well, I mean, okay. And also compilations of different crashes. So, if our channel is more or less dedicated to recording car crashes using this game, then basically, we can use these exact tags. However, there's a catch. If we, like everyone else, make the same kind of content, it probably won't take off for us. That's why we need to look for some new, fresh direction. This is also called a subniche or a format. In other words, a type of content that, is rarely found on other channels, but still gets good views. And just like that, suddenly and unexpectedly, we stumble upon a channel that, get this, has 15,000 subscribers, And yet, on average, its most popular videos get around 300,000 views. The biggest video has 1.6 million views, they get about 100,000. That's a great result. This means that this niche is definitely worth making videos about. It will make you stand out among other competitors, and you can already start optimizing for it.
If you want to start your own YouTube channel, get it monetized, and earn like my students $200 to $300 a day, then now is the perfect time to follow the link in the description and check out my training lessons at my YouTube Academy. There, you'll choose a relevant niche for a YouTube channel without using your voice or showing your face, launch your channel in a trending topic, and of course you'll be able to fully automate all the processes. It's free for now at this moment. That's why I recommend all of you to go check it out, subscribe, and of course, finally start growing your own YouTube channel. Because right now, this particular field, making money on American YouTube, is exactly the area where you can consistently earn from $5,000 a month. And in many niches, you don't even have to create the content yourself. I've explained all of this in detail in the training. The link is in the description below the video.
So, after we picked a relevant sub-niche, let's take a look at how content is actually created in this topic, what kind of videos they make here, what it's all about. In this case, they're showing us accidents of varying severity. Again, it's 100%. Everything will be fine if the guy manages to get past all the possible obstacles, but if he starts to skid or crash into something, then, of course, there will be far fewer options. And yes, basically, here they're showing us what happens to a car if you drop it from a height or accelerate it to a crazy speed, and so on. So unlike just, regular crash compilations, basically, like dashcam footage, this is something fresh, something new. Here, they're showing us some kind of, well, obviously silly, but at least some kind of statistics. And that's already something new, something interesting. So it's like they're coming at it from a completely different, unexpected angle. Let's open it up and take a closer look at what's written in the tags here. And in this case, this channel, once again, takes up all the spots in the search results for the following keywords. BeamNG.drive. Basically, anything that could be related to that, including realistic crashes, mods, updates, and everything related to that. It's clear. But let's scroll down a bit and take a look at the video tags. As you can see, with the help of the vidIQ extension, which I also recommend you download, we can see the following information. Well, first of all, we can see where the video ranks in search results for different queries, and we can also analyze which tags are used specifically in this video. First and foremost, of course, there's BeamNG.drive crashes. It's really good that this tag is actually working for him, that the video is being found through it. Also, survival chance, meaning the chance of survival, the survival rate in BeamNG, yeah? So basically, everything related to chance and survival. Additionally, he also added gaming tags. That's probably unnecessary. By the way, supercars are also unnecessary. Same with supercars. Basically, as for his tags that directly relate to this, well, local niche, sub-niche, they work, and they work really well. So our task, in order to get the first 100 subscribers, is, first of all, to actually set these tags, and secondly, to find a niche where there's little content, few competitors, and just start consistently cranking out videos of this kind every day. Starting from your 5th video, everything will begin to take off. And of course, you'll get your first 100 subscribers. What did you expect? Honestly, it's all very simple. So if you can get through this, well, I call it a plateau. Why did I show you several channels today, one of which is growing very slowly, while the others are doing better and better? And so on. The thing is, very few people actually make it past this plateau, the first 100 subscribers. It's the same with the first 1,000. But if we get past this milestone, then we'll definitely be able to turn on monetization, because YouTube will start giving us views, recommending and promoting our videos, and everything will be great. This was Igor Farmer with you. See you next time.